Next thing you know, Bruce Willis comes to me. He goes, "Hey, man, how you doing?" And I said, "Hey, how you doing, Bruce?" And then I got all these people. They don't see him because they're all over there just talking. I'm like, "Hey." I said, "Man, you got to get away from the door." I said, "Hey, man, you can't." I said, "Bruce." He goes, and he started laughing. And he just takes off running back up the stairs in the main room. You know what I'm talking about? And I go, "What the?" 2 minutes later, his security guards come to me. They go, "Hey, man, you seen Bruce?" And I go, "What?" Almost.
Alpha.
I'm not getting my groceries into my car, getting my children into the car, and then leaving them in the car to go return the cart.
The mom of two says she first heard the debate.
I wanted to make the video to empower people to say, trust your instinct. It's okay if you don't feel safe to not return your shopping cart.
Thousands reacting online.
I feel like we've seen enough, right?
Yeah, this is it. Hang this shit up.
That's enough.
Man, that's enough.
It's so funny.
These are the problems that are important to talk about in this world, and that's what we're doing here today.
Shopping cart theory.
With Doc Willis. We'll get into Doc Willis.
Yeah, we will.
Doc Willis, but how do you feel about this, Doc?
Man, I'm on the edge. I'm angry.
Dude, people were writing to us. They were like, you got to get Doc on the podcast. You got to ask him what he thinks of shopping carts and whether we leave them at the shopping cart corral.
That's what they care about.
That's the only reason you're really here.
Let me tell you, if you don't return your shopping cart, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
And then she's talking about I don't feel safe. I'm like, where are you shopping?
I know.
Is your Ralph's in the backyard of a gangbanger? Where's your grocery store that you feel like you can't do 10 seconds, 30 seconds to return a car?
Right? She's like,
and you know what? I hope every shopping cart hits her car and put a dent in it.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
But her kids are inside the car.
Well, that's what she get. You put the cart back, and then nobody's car will get dented. But that's her problem. She don't even understand that. And then the worst is when you try to pull in the space, and she's the type that'll leave it in the next space.
Oh yeah.
Oh, where you at? I can't find you. I'm mad. Who's doing this? Now I gotta get out my car, leave it running to go move the car, and then somebody could come. That same carjacker that was gonna jack her, now took my and just pulled. What about? Because I'm out here moving her goddamn car.
What about your kids in the car when you're moving her car? Someone's taking your kids. That's why you don't have any, because they were taken at the Ralph.
Oh, and is that what happened to your kids? You left them in the shopping cart and someone stole them while you were in the cart. I'm so sorry, Doc. We can cut this out. It's too sensitive. I'm so sorry.
No, don't cut it out. Leave it right there in the middle.
It's so funny because she was saying like I don't return my shopping cart because I don't want to leave my kids in the car. Why are you parking so far away from a shopping cart corral? There every fucking 10 spaces. There's a place to put your shopping cart.
But by the way, you know what they did back in my day? You know what moms did? Your mom goes, hey Taylor, go put the shopping cart back, and then I would go do it.
Exactly.
But you know, that's one of those things like parents make your kids do. Like I do this when I'm like babysitting my little cousins. I'm like, hey, cousin Xavier, you want to see how fast you can do the dishes? And he's like, I'm like, but you can't do it in under 3 minutes. And he's like, ooh, you know? That's so you do the kids. You go, you want to go put the shopping cart back? Yeah, please, Mom. Then me and my brother would fight over it, you know? Just get over it. Have your kids do it.
That's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
They act like they're having some kind of separation disorder, anxiety.
Yeah.
Like,
careful.
You and your dog.
Careful.
No beef. No beef. But I'm just saying, no beef.
Don't start.
But it's no separation. There's no disorder. There's no fucking anxiety that your children are having. And if there's any anxiety with you, you need to go to class a little bit. And since she say she was a psychologist, it's like, how do you not even have the zen as a psychologist to say, it's only 30 seconds. What's going to happen with my kids in the car? Like, lock your door, it's fucking insane.
How cute are your kids? How cute are your kids? You think everyone's waiting every opportunity to snatch those kids up? Maybe nobody wants those kids. You want that lady's kids?
She was pretty pretty.
You think she was pretty pretty?
So you know, probably looking at her and saying, "Them kids probably nice."
I bet she makes.
You know what I mean?
I bet she makes some hot kids. I will say, I look at that doctor.
That's what you gotta look at.
Well, the video was loading.
Genetics, bro.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. These are smart. They're looking sometimes at the grandma, great grandma. They're like, oh, it skips a generation, so every other generation are going to be some hot kids.
Is that true? Because if you ever notice, most good-looking people have good-looking parents. Not always, but most of the time, it's good-looking parents. So that's probably the IQ, street IQ. It's like, wait a minute.
Wow, this perspective.
That person is good-looking. Let me follow them, and if they have any child,
You know, I did some more research on the story. Little update. Her kid's 27 years old.
Yeah. But lady, stop helicopter parenting your kids.
At what age do you stop?
At what age does it become adult napping?
Do you think that the umbilical cord is still connected? That's the problem.
Probably.
She literally, what if she's like, you think I'm some asshole? Like literally, they can't go more than 8 feet away from me. Otherwise, like, I don't know.
If I take the cart back,
there'll be some tension and they'll fucking
Yeah.
snap back to each other like a rubber band.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot my cord was fucking dilly dally to your belly. No.
Wow.
There's also a bigger theory with this shopping cart thing, and it's that the reason this is a prime example of why humans can't self-govern, because the shopping cart is something where we know it's our responsibility to return it, but we also know that we are not going to be around for the repercussions of not returning it, and it affects somebody that is, you know, a made-up person to us. Like, it's a human being, but we don't see them or know them. So us leaving the shopping cart is like proof that humans are always going to act in their own self-interest, even when they don't know that the person they're affecting is somebody else that they're not going to see.
There's a scientific term for that. You know what it's called?
Nope.
Narcissism.
Hell yeah.
Fucking narcissism.
Selfishness,
Yeah,
baby.
you can't. There's no excuse in the world to not put the cart back.
Yeah.
There's no excuse. Like you said, they're like every 10 spaces.
Yeah.
You just walk right over there, and it doesn't take any time for you to say, my children and I don't feel safe. Bitch, stop lying. You're just lazy and you're a narcissist.
How about
Just say
this?
that.
How about
Just say,
this?
I'm a fucking narcissist, and fuck the world. That's how it's me and my children ride or die. That's all you got to do.
Take your fucking kids with you. How about that? How about your kids can probably walk a few extra steps? Take them with you to the thing. Why are you leaving them in the car in the first place? Who's shopping with a newborn? Can't lift his fucking head up, but you want to... Come on.
It happens.
Take your kids with you.
But yeah, that's good.
But part of the narcissism is the psychosis in this time period that we're in, just to say, I'm an asshole. I'm going to be proudly an asshole and tell the world about it because it's going to create controversy. And I'm going to get thousands of people telling me I'm horrible, but I'm going to get lots of likes. So I get that, what do you call it? The brain thing, you know? That makes
happiness?
Maybe what's some chemical you get?
Endorphins.
Like,
Endorphins? Oh, yeah. SSRI. What's it called? Serotonin.
Serotonin.
There we go.
You're going to get...
There we go.
But then you're going to get all the... all the douchebags are gonna feel like, oh, maybe I'm right about this. That's what's wrong with the world. You see this woman like a couple days ago, this young blonde girl who's like, she's just outwardly saying the N-word. Did you see this?
Oh yeah, lost her job.
It's a big thing on the internet if it's worth pulling up. But she's like,
I don't think it's worth pulling up.
well,
I think
Put it out there, fellas.
we can all imagine. You don't want to see it? Come on.
I've had it happen.
When's the last time you saw
I've had it happen? So I know, like,
When's the last time you seen a nice
what is it?
Midwestern white girl say the N-word to your face?
We see
Come
these type
on.
of videos all the time, and well, if y'all want to watch it for the sake of your audience, let's go on in. 'cause
wait, listen, we don't need to pull it up, but we don't, you know what? We don't need to give her attention. I agree, but she does it. Here's what's wrong with the world. One of many things is like back in the day, even like before several years ago, you had a crazy thought, and then no one else was around to agree with you. You just like, oh, never mind. Like I watched the Heaven's Gate cult documentary. You know how the Heaven's Gate cult started? That's one where they put the poison in the applesauce and they had sneakers.
Was that the Jim Jones one?
No, different one, but it's all the same. You know how they promoted themselves? They didn't post on Twitter, "Hey, I hate these people. I'm crazy, and I want to go to aliens are gonna find us, whatever." And they posted a sign on a lamppost.
Was that the one in Italy? Was it?
It was in, I think it was in Washington, maybe. San Diego's where they all killed each other and killed themselves, I mean. But I think it was in Washington.
What a beautiful place to kill yourself.
It was in a rich neighborhood.
Wow.
It's a really nice neighborhood. But the point is, to start a cult back then, you had to put a crazy sign on a lamppost, and then maybe 12 people show up. And 11 of them go, "You're nuts, I'm out of here." And then one person stays. It's a slow build. Now you can just be racist. You can hate putting shopping carts back. Equal things, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And then you can gain an audience. Like, we're talking about her. She won.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Almost Alpha podcast. I'm Taylor Williamson. That's Joey Bragg.
Hello, everybody.
But, ladies and gentlemen, we have the great Doc Willis as our guest today.
That's my camera right there with the red.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about there. Hi, audience.
Doc,
Streaming straight to Pluto TV.
Hell yeah.
I haven't seen you in person in years. I've watched you flourish. You've become an internet darling. You've always been a darling in my heart and at the Comedy Store. But now you're a host of SOS VHS. Can I tell you, there's people out there who are like, there's some people who are really special, but we were talking like, what guests should we have? We have these lists. Can I tell you the list that everyone has? Like, you got to get Doc.
For real?
For real,
Yeah,
dude.
you're beloved.
Do you know that you're an entity? You might. Do you know how valued you are as a comedian and as you know how many fans you have?
Nah,
And
I mean,
at
I know,
least
but I
double
know-
digits.
I know based on.
True love too.
I appreciate that.
Like you're a love, and we're happy to have you, dude. I met you when did you start working at the Comedy Store?
04, 05.
Dude, that's when I met you.
Yeah.
Because like that's when I moved up here in 04 from.
I
San
saw your
Diego.
progression through the years in which you became. And people don't even understand like the hard work that you put in to become who you become. I don't know this guy.
Yeah. I was going to
I was
say,
famous when he was 3 on the Disney Channel.
you started working at the Comedy Store. I was 8 years old.
Oh, the guy.
So-
Damn, what are you, 17?
I was still learning. I'm 18.
Yeah.
18 tomorrow.
Doc, I remember you. You were all that place, the Comedy Store. It's better than it's ever been now, but it was dark and bad energy.
Whoa.
Back when I was there, do you know what I'm
You
talking?
said it's better than it's ever been. Ever been?
Since I've been there.
Oh, since you've been. Oh, I thought you were saying ever. I'm about to say, man, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
No, but let me finish. But you were always one of the people who was not that. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying because you're. I'm saying that you were all one of the people who was a light and a love in a very dark place that was very uncomfy for me, honestly.
There's
And
comedy, and then there's just being a human being. Just
Yeah.
being good.
Yeah.
Like the hardest thing about entertainment is we seen what happened. No Diddy. Remember that?
Well,
but it's
what
like,
happened?
I think the hardest thing about entertainment industry at one point was Diddy when he saw a little boy. Was it a little boy? Was it a young
What the fuck
man?
Are you getting your information, bro?
That's what Diddy did, didn't he? Were they full grown?
But we've got
We
out
can
there,
accuse.
cloud of.
This isn't a court of law. We can say whatever we
I'm
want.
going to say what the fuck.
What are you guys talking about? We're bad boys for life. What are you talking about?
Diddy.
Diddy.
Yeah.
Diddy.
Did he?
He did.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, no one told me.
Hey man, well hey, life is hitting you in the face fast. You're
Yep.
learning.
You change your name 16 times. You may as well change it once more. Because now his name is like it's taken the place of No Homo, No Diddy. Just go back to Puff Daddy.
You ever see when like?
You
Have
think
you
he
ever
makes the
seen-
kids call him Puff Daddy?
Huh?
Never mind.
Oh, sorry. But you ever see how like those cases where you see this guy like kill his family, then he moved to another state, change his name, and then he lives, get married, and he's this whole other guy. Diddy did all that without relocating.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, you're still in the same spot. You can't keep doing the crime. Yeah, now my name is, but you're still right there, buddy. It's like fucking. So he just got caught and he's getting, I don't even know exactly what's going on 100%.
Yeah.
I know from what I've seen because they haven't given us enough information.
I think it's a little.
They raid it, and then it's just quiet in the motherfucker. And then they slipped that little video, and I was like, okay, now
Yeah, the video.
what else is out there? It's got to be more.
Yeah, I think it's human trafficking, but also that video is more than enough
Yeah.
to hate him.
So Doc, why were you doing? I knew you as a funny comedian who also works in the parking lot of the store. Like so many great comedians. Like, I mean, who are some legends who have worked at the Comedy Store? Like Letterman did, I think. Did Jay Leno work there? Am I making?
Jay Leno, but remember then he went through the whole thing with
He answered phones or something.
Yeah, and you had David Letterman. You had
Steve Rannazzisi.
Steve Rannazzisi.
Was that pre or post 9/11 with Steve Rannazzisi?
That would be post 9/11.
That was pre. Oh, post. You're right.
No, pre. Yeah, post.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe both. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
it depends on what you mean. The incident itself, or you mean the incident involving Steve?
I kind of mean the whole incident as a whole. I mean the incident itself that didn't happen and the incident of finding out the incident didn't happen.
Okay.
But were you performing there before you were working there?
Sam Kinison worked there.
Did he?
Yeah, a lot of guys. He was a door guy. He was
Nice.
Marin.
Mark Maron worked at the Comedy
there.
Store?
Blake Clark.
There are a lot. I'm blanking out.
Blake Clark worked there. Tom Wilson worked there. Biff and Back to the Future.
Oh, wow.
Freaks and Geek.
You're a good buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm just blanking out right now, but I'll come up with
What?
Tony.
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 I mean, he's done well for himself.
He's done
Tony
well for
Hinchcliffe?
himself, right? Tony
Yeah.
Hinchcliffe used to work the door.
So, parking cars there, who is the most famous person you've ever parked your car for? I see Martin Lawrence roll through there. Chappelle. Tommy Lee was there the other night.
It's too many on that particular level. But if I was to if you want to identify, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo, I was gonna say,
remember when he came?
I'm
you
glad
probably
you said
remember.
DiCaprio because I thought you were gonna say Ninja Turtle.
I think you're gonna say
That was even doper. Where's Donatello and the rest of them?
this whole big colorful van. You want me to park it back here?
I almost said, where the rest of the niggas? My bad.
She's like, dude, you let it, like the security is like, I know no weapons, but it's Leonardo. He's got his sword. I don't think he's gonna use it. It's part of his thing. I think you just let him in. Tommy would have let him in with the sword.
Tommy would have. Yeah,
no question.
Hey, he wouldn't care.
I'm pretty sure if Carrot Top ever goes to the store, he brings like a bucket of swords and shit with him.
Yeah, well, he's been there.
What if we had that question? Also, it's kind of the other side of the same sword. But what's the coolest car you've ever parked?
Coolest car?
Like I can imagine Leonardo.
Rolls Royces. The Rolls Royce.
Phantom?
Phantom.
That was me.
The Rolls Royce Phantom is a nice car.
Yeah,
That was-
I bought
that was my
quite
car.
a few of them because Russell Peters he
my
come in all kinds of cars.
Oh yeah.
The only cars that I'd never been able to park because I couldn't drive a stick shift was the Ferraris and the Lamborghinis. They would always come up and like, oh damn, they don't make these in automatic. They used to get so mad at me at the comedy store because I would always have to go get somebody who knew how to drive a stick. They'd be like, fuck, how long you been working here? You don't know how to. Like, man, fuck everybody. And I worked for the Ford dealership for 13 years. They're like, how the fuck you work for Ford and you don't know how to park a car? I was like, I worked in the parts department, dog. Fucking wasn't a mechanic. That'd have been funny too. Be a mechanic and can't drive a stick. I can't drive a like, how the fuck? Anyway.
Was there a camera in the parking lot back then?
No.
So this is
Yeah. Not way back then, no. But later on, yeah, they start putting cameras in.
Yeah, because there was a time when cars got dented, however that happens, and then you're like, what did you do? Now they have cameras out there, so you can
There was a time, count about 13 or 15 with me, Playboy. I was in that bitch wrecking cars. No, but
just wait till Gravedigger comes to do a set and you're trying to park that thing.
No, it's not a whole lot, but man, you've seen a lot.
But tell me, Leonardo DiCaprio, you get to chill with this guy?
Yeah.
Who did
not chill, but like talk to him and his agent.
That's
when they
cool.
up. It's so funny.
What was he doing there? Just to see a show?
The agent talks the whole time. It's like he's his ventriloquist. Leonardo's just like this. And he's just like, yeah, and Leonardo would like that. And then he turned to Leo like, and then he's Leo would never face and never would talk to management. He would never, it would always be his manager.
His hands up his butt?
I mean, his agent. Hey,
yeah.
Respectfully,
Yeah.
No me too out there.
I think it could happen.
Yeah.
Who is, and of all the people you saw in your life there, you're pro, you get used to it. Is there anyone that starstruck you, if that's the word?
I wouldn't say starstruck, but I would say the most I was impressed with, Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
It's not that I was impressed with his stardom. It was the way he handled fans as a star.
Yeah.
Because you remember the day, I think you was around that time, when Dave came and did that show. When he came back from Africa, he did his first show at the Comedy Store.
I wasn't there.
Oh, you wasn't there?
I wasn't a paid regular till 2013, so I didn't hang out. I missed out.
Yeah.
So disappointed.
Yeah, because I'm like, you was around all the action they're doing then, man.
I wasn't.
Damn.
You don't get to park your car there until you're paid regular, and then you have to pay for parking.
Or Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah, because it was 2008, 9, somewhere around there, right? Yeah.
I may have lived in New York. I lived in New York for a couple of years, too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm so sorry.
Bruce Willis, was he a paid regular at the store?
No, but when Dave came back and he did his first show, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Those who don't know.
For those who don't know.
Yeah, exactly. He did his
trans
first
fans
show
out there.
at the Comedy Store, and everybody wanted to be there. Man, and mostly everybody showed up. We had people reserved from Beyonce, Jay-Z. They didn't show up, but they were reserved the spot. They wanted to be there. We had Red Hot Chili Peppers, System of a Down, Bruce Willis, John Singleton, rest in peace, Gabriel Union, and Leonardo. It was just everybody. And so here's the thing. Manager comes to me. He says, hey, gives me a clipboard and say, you're going to be in charge of security. I was like, at the front door? I said, well, who else is going to be there? He's like, just you. I was like, what? That was Dean Gilbert.
Yeah.
I said, man, you got to have. He said, Doc, you going to be all right? I said, nah, man, this ain't. I said, all these stars going to be coming through there. He said, some of them might park in the back, which they did because Leonardo went that way that particular time. So, long story short, I mean, from Anthony Anderson to just just so many people. I cannot be going on and on. So I'm just like, and Eddie Murphy, and then Charlie Murphy got out of the car with him, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm at the front door like, this is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
So about later on, guy like 6'11", big old white dude. He walks up to me, he tapped me on the shoulder, he said, hey, get ready, 2 minutes. Bruce Willis, clear this door. And I'm like, man, who the fuck are you? Like, you know, but I go, oh, no, I ain't do that. I was like, okay, sir. So I said, all right, I cleared the door. I said, hey, man, y'all got to get to the side. And he was like, and it was like a bunch of people who couldn't get in. Because I don't know if you know about that day, but it was like at least few hundred or 5 or maybe even 1,000, because it was so many, no, I ain't gonna say 1,000, but it was people all down there that couldn't get in because it was sold out. People trying to buy their way in. People at the Comedy Store bar. It was just like mayhem. They said, who coming? I was like, man, just clear the door, please. All of a sudden, 2 black SUVs pull up, boom, boom. And then these tall ass security guards, they all like 6'6", and they line up, they do a single file line. And then all of a sudden, the one pulls up, then another SUV pulls up, and then Bruce Willis hops out and he ducks down and he runs so that they can't see him amongst the bodyguards. He run up to me, and I'm like, this is fucking insane.
Why does Bruce Willis need 12? What is he, afraid terrorists are going to try and take over the store now? Why does he need so many bodyguards?
I didn't realize it till the end. This when I go, oh, this is why he fucking needed this. So he goes in, I say, Bruce, come follow me. And I just take him straight to his table because I didn't want no mayhem because there was so many people out there. I didn't want them to notice. And they couldn't really see because the way the bodyguards angled themselves, they couldn't see inside. So it's okay. Later on, Bruce Willis comes out, shows over, everybody's coming out, all these people. And there's like a few like people who didn't get in. They were waiting for whoever came out. And they were like, oh, this is fantastic. They, autographs. Oh, man. So next thing you know, Bruce Willis comes to me. He goes, hey, man, how you doing? And I said, hey, how you doing, Bruce? And then I got all these people. They don't see him because they're all over there just talking. I'm like, hey. I said, man, you got to get away from the door. I said, hey, man, you can't. I said, Bruce. He goes, and he starts laughing. And he just takes off running back up the stairs in the main room. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Stairs. And I go, what the fuck? 2 minutes later, his security guards come to me. They go, hey, man, you seen Bruce? And I go, what? I go, fucking, that's your job. I say, he just ran back in there. He said, man, you don't get it. He do this shit all the time. So they run back in. No bullshit. Less than a minute later, Bruce shows up laughing. And I go, what the fuck? I say, Bruce, your security you're looking for? He said, yeah, I know. And I go, man, stop. I say, hey. And before I could even say anything, all the people that were outside, they turned and they looked and saw Bruce. They start screaming. Ah, girls, guys. I'm like, these grown-ass motherfuckers out here acting like they see Michael Jackson or some shit like that. And, so they start running into the building. I grab Bruce and I shove him into that little corner where you come in at glass doors. I shove him over in the corner and I'm like blocking. I'm little. So I'm just like, come on, man, don't trample me. It's too many of y'all. I said, don't do this. I said, look. I said, man, chill out. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. And then like, they're crying, bro. Please. Please, Bruce. Just come on. One time, please. And he's like, fuck. And I'm looking, I said, man, what the fuck? And I'm looking at these grown dudes crying, these girls, and I'm like, and I turn to Bruce, I said, I'm not, because I ain't never seen no shit like that.
Yeah.
Up close. You know what I'm saying? So I said, hey, what do you want me to do, Bruce? And then he was like, you know what? Fuck him, let him in. And I go, what? He said, fuck it, let him in. I go, okay. And I move out the way. And they all just start taking pictures. He's doing autographs. And I go, this has got to be the coolest shit I've ever seen. And then, so then all the security came running in right after that. They go, fuck. And they start grabbing all the people. Excuse me. Hey, now everybody get back. And they go, what the fuck? And then he started laughing. Look at me. He say, thanks. Like that. And I was like, you're welcome. And so that was like the coolest thing for me. And that put me on like a, what do you call it? What you just asked me, do I get kind of geeked out?
Yeah.
Starstruck. Yeah, that was kind of a starstruck moment right there. Based on that, I said, oh, that's what it is. Like he was like human in that moment to realize, yeah, I see him.
Right.
That's so cool.
Hell yeah.
And that was correct me if I'm wrong, but that was pre-actual security at the Comedy Store, right?
Yes, that's why
you were like, now they have real security. They'd have a couple assainations of gang members at the Comedy Store.
Really?
Yeah.
For real. That's
2015.
There was a gang on gang murder. It's a funny thing about Los Angeles or police. I don't understand. As long as the person who was killed is a gang member, people go, oh, it's just a gang on gang crime. My experience with that Comedy Store.
No, but it's gang on gang, but it had nothing to do with California.
It's just, tell me, because like,
it's a New York gang drug thing from there. It was a hit from New York to there.
Oh, that's what this Comedy Store murder was.
Yes. It had nothing to do with the LA Bloods and Crips. It had nothing. It was New York. And they might have paid somebody from there that they knew. But whatever they did or sent, whatever they did, they were tracking whoever that guy was.
Let that be a warning to all you New York comedians who want to come down to LA and find your place in the scene. We'll fucking kill you.
Don't say we. I don't know who we is.
The three of us
San
will
Jose
murder
Sharks.
anybody that comes from the New York comedy scene.
With all due respect to the present company, I don't think that's terrifying to people being told that the three of us are going to murder them.
Why I oughta. I will use fist number 1 and fist number 2 and fist the fuck out of you.
Oh boy,
I will fist you to death.
Joey, that's not what
I'm
that
gonna
means.
use fist 1, fist 2, same time, same place.
Joey,
Double fist you to death.
That's not what that means. Doc, I apologize.
He's aggressive. I'll say, phew.
Yeah. Watch
When
out.
I was on the streets, I was dealing with criminals, but I got one right here.
Hell yeah, baby.
Doc, can I have a question from one of your fans?
Okay.
May I? Your fans seem to know that they love you talking about aliens.
Oh, yeah.
That's something that's passionate. This is a very complicated question, so keep up if you can. And I feel like I worded that in an aggressive way. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean like keep up like you can. I just mean I can't keep up. Ask him if he were to make first contact with an intelligent alien species and they asked him to give them a reason why they shouldn't destroy the human race, what would he tell them to save all of us from certain destruction?
I tell them to Google Martin Luther King.
Whoa.
You think Martin Luther King was killed by aliens?
They might kill us after they found out what happened to him. But, you know, because if like, you always hear all these people, even Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's like, you should let them talk to the scientists. And blah, blah, blah. Nah, if it's something like that, scientists ain't going to save you. What are you going to tell them? Hey, talk to Neil. They're going to be like, who is he? He's one of the... Well, he don't really do much, but he talks science. He teaches. He's very good.
He's one of the most condescending people. He's going to be perfect. He talks to you like you're stupid. It's great.
And they'll kill him. Okay, we'll kill him because I am the scientist. If I got to you and I don't even know this guy.
Right.
Right. So you already know there are the top superior scientists. So none of our scientists are even adequate enough to even have a conversation with them. That's how they look at them. So then you say, okay, well, who else we got? Oh, we got Bezos and we got Bill Gates and Elon. Okay, what do? Not only are they engineers and somewhat of a scientist, but they're also our richest on this planet. Oh, yeah, well, kill them all. What do I care about your monetary system and capitalism? I don't give a fuck. So then they say, well, what do we have? They say, well, you hold up a picture, you say, this guy right here. And they say, who was that? That's Martin Luther King. Well, what did he do? Where is he? Well, he said that no matter what you look like, you all should get along. And it's called a thing called love. It's kind of like what y'all do when y'all got together and y'all got here. Y'all band together as one. Y'all came here. Same thing. The same thing he was trying to teach, to be together.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's
And we
really beautiful.
fucking killed him. And then we were like, no more. None of this.
Can you guys do me a favor though, respectfully? Hypothetical scenario. They're told to go find Martin Luther King. They walk in this room somehow and they're like, is that Martin Luther King? That's the alien.
I'm the alien,
you're
and
the
I
alien.
think Doc is Martin Luther King.
Yeah, and this is and you're
What a small room. Martin Luther King? Is that you?
Well, like, no.
Oh, I've heard many good things about your night visions.
Night visions? What did
You
hear?
call them dreams.
Yeah, okay. Proceed. I'm listening.
I want to ingratiate myself in humanity on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Do you support humanity as a species?
Not only do I support them, but I'll be out here fucking them hoes.
Oh, all right, Mr. Mamel.
Yeah, y'all get that space pussy out there. Where you from? Yeah, that's what we do out here.
We have 17 pussies under our skirts. 17 space pussies for you, Martin Luther King.
Betty.
It would be amazing if aliens came down and then Martin Luther King fucked their 17 pussies on
that would
the steps of the Lincoln Memorial.
Would be fucking
Incredible.
insane.
That's amazing. Wouldn't that
Wow.
be beautiful?
Do you know what? So Doc, we're on the show called Almost Alpha, you know? And one of the things that we do on the show, we talk about something alpha that we did in this week. Joey, do you have something alpha you want to talk about?
I did something alpha last night. I was seeing a movie with my friends at the Grove. I was seeing Furiosa.
That sounds very alpha
It was
already.
pretty alpha. Watching a woman-led movie, That's pretty alpha. I walked in with an iced coffee I'd got at the farmer's market mere seconds before. And the 17-year-old kid at the front of this movie theater, he goes, hey, man, you can't bring that in. You're going to need to finish it. And I go, oh, I talked to management. I have a medical condition. I need this. And then he goes, what? And I go, I talked to management, man. It's fine. Just let me through. And he goes, what medical condition do you have that makes you need coffee? And without skipping a beat, I go, I have narcolepsy, dick. And looked at this little 17-year-old kid. We made eye contact. And then he was like, okay, go through. And then I got to sip my coffee through the whole movie.
Wow.
Yeah, all because I lied about having a medical condition.
That was alpha to you?
That was pretty alpha.
Well, I call that being a fucking liar.
Yeah. I think those are one and the same.
Yeah, no,
I think
not the same, bro.
The best alpha is lie.
For alpha, you know that, right?
No, I think George Santos is the most alpha, and I'm just trying to be just like him.
Yeah. Well, you stood your ground.
I stood my ground. I lied to a child.
Deceitful, but you did.
And I got to, because all they want is to like, they don't want you to bring in this stuff so you buy stuff. I was going to buy stuff anyway. No harm, no foul.
Right. I never buy shit.
Yeah?
No, I ain't gonna lie.
How do you acquire things?
I lied. How do I acquire things?
Yeah, if you don't buy things, how do you get them?
I don't sneak shit in. I just go in there and just wait.
Oh, you talk about at the movie theater?
Yeah.
I thought you mean general, like, I don't buy anything.
Oh, no.
I trade, I barter.
I thought maybe you're like on a reality show where you can only live off of like coupons or something.
But then they still got to buy them, even with the coupons, unless they free. Free coupons.
Free coupons. You know
what if it really is free?
In high school, I was really cool. Some people
all cost time.
Did you have sex in high school?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Do you still have sex with high school?
You're like, no
keep
diddy.
No diddy.
Is over here.
Hey,
this guy is over here living through his own heart.
Can we get some t-shirts made that say no diddy, please? Thank you. No, this Doc's facing. No diddy. So I didn't have sex in high school. So what I did is there was a website called onefreestuff.com, and you could get free samples of things. So you just register, and like you get like a free bag of Doritos in like 6 weeks, and like free like little just like little snacks and stuff.
Yeah, so you made up for the lost experiences with something completely unique and cool.
So
that's not bad. It's not a bad thing. Unfortunately, I was getting blowjobs from crackheads when I was in.
Nice.
But here's the thing, you get
that should be the title of your memoir.
The thing, man.
Blowjobs from crackheads.
We got a lot of merch.
The Doc Willis story.
I was getting blowjobs, smashing older women, kids. Oh, let me.
Whoa. What was the last thing you said?
Kids.
Whoa.
Yes, did he? Is that a yes?
Energy is fucking transferring over to me. I'm like, get out of me, Satan.
Is that a yes, did he?
Goddamn demon. No, but I always look at, like, I've always been the type of dude that never teased other kids they couldn't get none.
Yeah.
Let's fuck it. Sex is sex. When you're going to get it, you're going to get it.
Right.
So it's not something that you should be, like, pressuring a teenager to do or...
You heard it here first, folks. Sex is not something you should be pressuring a teenager to do.
That's beautiful.
Exactly.
That's beautiful.
Other teenagers. I'm talking about within the teenage community, because there's a lot of pressure of, hey, man, you fucking hot when you're a little, like...
Yeah.
But with me, it was like, I don't remember doing that. You ain't getting nothing. Nah, for what?
My friend in high school claimed to have sex when we were like freshmen in high school, claimed to have sex in middle school. And I had known what like getting hard was. I know what like ejaculating was because of South Park. And I thought something was wrong with me. And so I started like watching porn. I started masturbating too early before my body was ready. All it did was make me feel like I had a penis that should not be seen by anybody.
At what age was it?
I don't know, 12, 13. Normal.
He was having sex with crackheads by that age.
I know. And I had a teeny tiny penis that I was comparing to Johnny Sims. And I was like, I'm never going to match up. This little thing is never going to get the job done.
I was beating off, right? In middle school.
Really?
I think I knew 100% I was beating off.
I was a late bloomer.
Yeah, there's a sharp memory that I have. It's
your first time whacking off.
Because that's like the most guilty you probably ever feel. That first time you jack off, I don't know about y'all, but when I jacked off that first time, I was like, I got to get my life together.
What am I doing? I am 11 years old. I haven't been sucked off by a single crackhead yet.
Worst feeling in the world, because it felt like your grandma and your relatives is all sitting in the room watching you. It felt so sickening.
Let's unpack that. Why does it feel like your grandma's sitting in the room with you when you're masturbating?
From heaven.
Mine was alive, but thank you. It's a more of a familiar, like, would you do this in front of your... So you have that guilty conscience.
It's the shopping cart theory, pal. It's like the shopping cart thing. Are you going to
And
put the
we're back.
shopping cart away if no one's looking? Are you still going to put the shopping cart away? Why are you doing it?
Oh,
That's the same
I
thing.
feel you.
It
Yeah.
all comes around.
Dude, as soon as I jerked off for the first time, I called my grandma. I was like, the most amazing, the most incredible thing just happened.
You fucking lied.
Oh my! I'm like, I think I made a Krispy Kreme donut sauce with my wiener.
I couldn't talk about to my grandmother about that. The only thing intimate that I've ever had, I had 2 conversations with my grandma. That was the time I caught crabs.
Woo.
And because I couldn't talk to nobody. So, you know, who to call? Grandma.
She's been down that road, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
So I was like, Grandma, I'm itching.
Yeah.
And then she was like, what do you mean you itching? And I was like, oh man, I got bugs. She's like, well, you just spray Raid. And I'm like, no, it's not those kind of bugs.
Ooh.
Right.
Like I was like, I got crabs. And she's like, oh my God, baby, go to Rite Aid and get you the shampoo. They got a little comb in the package and everything, and it'll help you. And I'm like, you had crabs? Like, how did she know? But yeah, she was right though. I went down to fucking Rite Aid and asked them. They told me, yeah, go down an aisle, such and such. Shit is so embarrassing, bro.
So embarrassing.
But it's not though, because you know, like we're all humans. You know, I have crabs right now.
Oh, fuck.
If you're,
I've had it for a month, and like you know.
Was he sitting in, remember the little thing that I sat on when we first came out here in the hallway?
that's where he
He
got
didn't
it.
sit on there, did he? Maybe. Oh, fuck.
Carlos,
I feel a little
Carlos,
bit of a,
Are you feeling itchy?
Like a little,
Are you
little
feeling
bit.
itchy? It's nice though, because life is boring sometimes, you know, and like when am I like I'm bored? What do I do? I can just I got
Yeah,
some itchy.
people love to be like, oh, I raise sea monkeys. I have a little thing of sea monkeys. The minute I say I have sea monkeys living inside my pubes, everyone freaks the fuck out. It's the same exact thing. That's all it is.
But so yeah, please.
Have you ever had crabs for real?
I've not had crabs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's, shit.
Like, is that a
It's
thing?
real. It's like physical. Like you see them. They're like they're
It's
pubic
lice.
lice.
It's
also fun fact about crabs. We were able to trace back when humans lost full body hair by chasing back the genealogy of when head lice and pubic lice split off and became 2 separate species.
Are they different species?
Mm-hmm. You go back to the end, and that's when humans had full body hair.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Talk about gerrymandering. we fucking forced them their own.
So Doc, how alpha do you think his story was? I don't remember what it was. What was your story?
Tell him lying to a
if
16-year-old kid about having narcolepsy.
let me ask y'all both this.
Yeah.
Do you feel like alpha is a personal thing? Like,
yes, right. Yeah, of course I do. It's
because if you said that to some gangsters, they'll just be looking at him like, yeah, dog.
I wonder how it would come up with the gangsters.
Huh?
How would it come up in conversation? Me standing talking to a bunch of gangsters. At what point are they like, has anybody here lied to a 16-year-old kid recently? And I'm like, boy, do I have the story for you. I don't think it would come up. I'm talking to a bunch of gangsters.
It would come up based on, hey, what's the hardest shit you ever done?
Oh, dude,
That
have a
would be-
seat, guys. Have a seat. Because last night, I snuck a cold brew, my milk chocolate mocha into the Grove Cinema.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome.
with oat milk.
Definitely with oat milk. 50% surcharge with oat milk.
How do
by
you
the
feel
way.
about oat milk?
I like oat
I'm
milk.
into it.
Yeah.
Why do we drink normal milk? It's silly.
Yeah, they say it's really truthfully unhealthy for you. You know,
Have you noticed that they're getting famous celebrities to do like milk commercials, pro milk like propaganda type stuff?
That's
they might be.
That's been around.
I would
for-
understand that.
But
I think that's been around for all time.
But it stopped for a while. The Got Milk was the whole thing for a while. But now in 2024, they have like some huge celebrities doing like milk commercials for milk. Like the sponsor is milk.
I'm gonna be real honest. Big Dairy would have to offer me a lot of money for me to do a milk commercial.
I would do it for $5,000.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
I would totally do it.
I don't think milk wants you.
Because it's one of those things like it's not the best, but like how much would you do a milk commercial for?
He's got that fucking got milk look though. If
He
had
does
a
it.
little fucking cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he charges so
he has
much.
the needs milk look.
I don't know.
Thank you, Doc. What does that mean? What does that mean? I need to know.
I don't know, man. Just if I go into explaining, it's just gonna get more hurtful.
Wow.
It's just a joke, just a quick joke. Let's just run past
Doc,
it.
what do you think an alpha? How would an alpha bro respond to this? Like, I'm very alpha. The show's almost alpha, but it's because he's on the show. I'm alpha. So as an alpha person, how should I respond to that kind of behavior?
Oh, the first thing is this: you got to be alpha if you got a chihuahua on your lap.
Hell yeah.
First fucking thing, you got to be a man to fucking
That's
hold a
his pact.
little dog,
Yeah.
little cute ass little.
That's where he got the crabs from.
little splinter in your hand. And since we talking about Ninja Turtles,
Master
that's
Splinter.
hurtful.
No, you're on the cusp, but you're on the cusp. But it's okay.
I said alpha. I'm giving you. I'm hitting you as an alpha male. You got to be able to take it to the chest.
Yeah, I'm taking it. I got it.
You got
it. I got my bulletproof vest on. I got it.
But you probably would, just defend yourself. So that's what the alpha response is. So anything you address right away and you say that's what alpha does.
Wow.
Soft. Not to say that silence isn't golden, because sometimes you can be quiet.
Sure.
It's that killer look. It's that look of, I shoot your whole family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
That's
about?
the alpha look,
Nothing.
dude.
I can't reach that far, but I got you.
You got me. So
Wow. So I gave you like a 7.
Give me a 7?
Yeah.
Online to the kid about...
Alpha is in the eye of the beholder, and there's no right or wrong here. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I give that a 7. What about you?
I give it about 5.5.
That was,
Nice.
I don't
That's
think.
good.
I don't
That's
think
over
like,
50%.
I don't think you mean it, but I feel like you're saying that to me.
Yeah,
now.
it hurt a little bit trying to even say it because I didn't want to be like, I'm going to give him a 3.
Give me a 3.
It's
It's not very alpha of you to worry about hurting my feelings.
I'm being judgmental.
That's true. Well, that's what we do on this podcast.
You lived your life, and that's what I mean by alpha is kind of perspective.
Yeah.
Because if you come from where I come from and deal with the kind of guys, I would look at his situation, but to him, what he went through, that's alpha.
Hey.
Fucking A, guy.
Wow.
I like my oat milk and my shit.
Wow.
Fuck you. I got narcissism.
Wow.
That right there for him.
Wow.
You gotta understand people's boundaries of where they live, and that's how you get along.
Wow.
You gotta know, hey man, what's his history?
Wow.
Okay, that's why that's alpha there.
Oh, he's a pussy? That's quite alpha then.
You know what's funny is you'll be the next like shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like the next mass shooter. That's how fucking you never know.
You never know.
Yeah, the Vegas shooter. That motherfucker was a rich. Had a girlfriend he was getting ass out there.
Yeah.
He said,
are you describing Joey? It sounds like you're describing Joey.
pretty much. And then the next thing you know, sorry, people, no disrespect.
like-
I'm just saying, you feel me?
I
This is
feel
the
you,
most
dude.
flattering way to compare someone to a mass shooter. You're rich and you're having sex with hot babes, and then you shoot a bunch of people. Like, all right, like this guy. I guess
He's our next guest.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Can I tell you my story? I have a few, but like how alpha. Do you have one ready to go? By the way.
Too many. You don't
Oh,
know.
excuse me.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well,
Alpha's fuck response, by the way. Get an extra point for that.
So I'll tell you my story. This is the alpha thing that happened to me recently. Is I went to Chick-fil-A, the one here in Burbank. Shout out. We're trying to get sponsorship.
Yeah, we want that anti-LGBTQ money, baby.
So they don't allow they don't have a drive-through, so you have to like order ahead and pick up. So I picked up my food. I got the 2 bags of food. I drove to my friend's house, took out the food, and then I realized, why did I take 2 bags? I stole someone else's bag of food completely accidentally,
Nice.
and I ate it.
Hell yeah, what'd they get?
It was a chicken sandwich.
Hell yeah. Yeah, there's not that many options. I don't know why I asked. 9 out of 10 times it's gonna be a chicken.
It was prime beef, prime rib.
From the secret menu.
Prime rib. And I didn't go back and say I'm so sorry. My instincts started to feel terrible because I genuinely stole accidentally.
That's what I was gonna say. That's more of a thief than a.
But it's an alpha move to just embrace like
The situation.
the situation, the criminal life that I've become.
Right.
Not everyone. You don't start off like robbing a bank. You start off like, oh, what's this? Oh, Chick-fil-A bag, chicken sandwich. Oh,
That feels pretty good.
and then the chicken. I don't want this life to go. I could have thrown it away. I'm not gonna drive back to Chick-fil-A, honestly. Like, and like, I think it's a weird conversation to be like, hello, excuse me, because they're not gonna reuse it.
Yeah.
I guess I could have been like, can I pay for it? You know what I mean? That's
No, but I mean, Chick-fil-A loses, what, $4? That's $4 they're not giving to like some horrible charity. So that's pretty good.
yeah. Like, what do you think about that, Doc?
About what?
Was that the story I just told?
Of him accidentally stealing from a hungry
I
family.
mean, like I say, both stories aren't alpha to me, but I understand where you come from.
Right.
And so to you, those are alpha.
Right.
So then there would be, all right, yeah, it's not even me trying to like kiss ass. It's just, I can't identify with that because I'm like, okay, yeah, I get that will be alpha to you because however you grew up,
Thank you.
if your cutting edge is that
Right.
That's your cutting
He's
edge.
fighting for food.
Hell yeah.
I got a little point of view here. I think that the term alpha is based on, the way that wolves work in a pack. I think it's quite an alpha wolf thing to do, to steal the food that somebody else deserves. That's kind of what alpha wolves fucking do. So
Here's the craziest thing about killers.
Oh, yeah, and we're back.
They kill betas and alphas.
Hell yeah, that's right. That's right.
They just, you can't put that on.
The most alpha thing you can do is murder.
You can't bump it, yeah.
But so if I'd walked in there and stole it on purpose, would you have given me more points?
I wouldn't have gave you any.
I think he has a different perspective of what alpha is.
I do.
I don't.
We're wrong.
Yeah.
Because I always just thought alpha just means that you are suggestive.
Oh.
You are aggressive. Not aggressive meaning to where you're overbearing, but aggressive meaning you're a go-getter, more of an extrovert than an introvert, because alphas have to be,
right?
Wouldn't they?
Yeah.
They would have to be extrovert in order to be an alpha.
Yeah.
And you're very strong in decision making.
Yep.
Are you trying to say that you think Betty is a alpha dog?
Why would that be?
Because she bullied him into buying her that sweater from J. Crew today.
She put a gun to my head, so you put.
I'm just mad she even got the sweater on, but that's just me.
Oh, are you old school? You don't think dogs should have clothes on?
No, that's just, sometimes I wonder if she's saying to herself, it's so hot in this goddamn sweater. He has no clue. Because you can't converse with the dog.
That's true. You can't converse with a dog. That's a crazy
and
good
so,
point.
So like, I feel like people dress their dogs up according to what they feel and not what the dog feel.
Yeah, what if, she might want to wear leather, spikes, ball gag, gimp suit.
You ever watch
You never know.
Joey.
You ever see the video where the one little poodle or dog and the I think it's an Asian man or woman, whatever it is.
If it's a poodle, it's probably an Asian
right, but
man.
there's and the poodle's on the bed, and the guy sees the dog, and the dog is laying down and he's asleep. So he goes, all right, and then he leaves out the bedroom and he turns off, he closes the door, and he leaves the lights on, and then the poodle wakes up and he looks up, or it's not even poodle, it might even be a Yorkie or whatever it is, and he looks up, see that the guy's gone. He runs over, he walks over to the bed. First, he pulls out the little thing and he covers the bed. Then he walks over to the fan. He turns the fan on his paws. And then he runs, jumps off the bed, climbs up on the dresser and turns the light switch off. And then jumps on the bed and then angles himself to be in front of the fan and chills.
What?
Yeah, you ever saw that?
No.
That's pretty alpha.
Yeah. That's fucking alpha right there. That
That's
dog
cool.
said, man, you fucking asshole, it's hot in here. You got the goddamn light on. I'm sweating.
You sure this isn't
I'm glad I ain't got a goddamn sweater on.
You sure this isn't a wax apple situation? You just watched a scene from Secret Life of Pets?
No, I swear to God, man, if your boys
Wasn't a
pull it up
Pixar
on
movie?
Google, no, like it's real. The dog turns off the light. Like if he could pull it up on YouTube, you'll see it on your goddamn screens. It's real shit. This dog does all of this, and when he hits the fan and turns on the fan, you can see his anger. He's like, and then the fan comes on, and then he runs, and then he goes and he turns. I said, this dog is fucking pissed. Like he's hot. He's like, I'm fucking burning up in this bitch. And you guys got what is going on here?
Betty, are you hot, Betty? Listen, she's classy. She's
hot in a sexy way, that's for sure.
You don't think that the dog isn't warm with all that fur that it already had on her?
Oh my gosh, you're
I'm
shaming
just saying.
my fatherhood.
That's just me though.
What's your alpha story this week, sir?
This week, I do this at my job, but this week I went to them and I said, hey, this is what I think about this. This is what y'all should do. This place is totally unorganized for you managers. So you guys are running around and you're stressed out because you're not centralized. Centralization is stabilization. So what you need to do is you need to move all these things here. That way the employees can come here, the drivers can come here, you can go to the different outlets here, and everybody's here. And I said, matter of fact, hang a sign up here called the nucleus, so that when everybody needs you, oh, he's over in the nucleus. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
No?
I don't understand a word of what you're saying.
Okay, so imagine if you're a manager, all right?
Nice.
And you work here and you work at the front door over there, right? So the distance is every time you got to communicate with him, you got to run back around and keep doing this, when all you really need to do is just move you here and you'll be centralized here. And because you two over here, now it's spreading out the workers and the drivers instead of everybody just coming straight to you so you can handle everything right here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, go back to him and talk to him. And there's a bunch of ping ponging. Versus if they all just can come to one area, boom, it's done, it's taken care of. It's just like atom. That's why I call it the nucleus. The most mass of the atom is what?
The nucleus.
The protons is nucleus, right? With the protons and the neutrons, right? Because you got 2 quarks up, 2 quarks down, and then you got 2 quarks down, 2 quarks up with the protons and neutrons. You understand? And they all together with the gluons. And that right there, stabilization.
So, Mr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, are you okay with meeting the aliens for us? Do you do that?
Hilarious.
That's pretty alpha. So you just did your job really well. That's your alpha
It's
story?
the same thing how we do here. It's like the production team is our nucleus. No matter how we look at it, we're the entertainment side of it.
We're just
but
the
our
electron.
pure nucleus is them. These TVs, these lights, all this is them. That's why you look good. Because these goofy motherfuckers make you look good.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
sir.
Yeah, no offense, you goofy motherfucker.
Wait, no, I'm the one that was. Oh yeah, they're goofy, but I'm handsome.
Yeah. but
Also,
just-
I think me and John talking about music, I think that's our covalent bond also.
yeah.
So Doc, how
John. That's also John Nah, not you, CVAC. Yeah, I want John Nah to be my friend so bad.
Doc, before we get out of here, how would you? Could you do that for us here? Could you alpha up here at Almost Alpha? What could we do differently here to thrive and become a star like yourself in the
Be
podcast?
true to yourself. Regardless.
Nice. Regardless.
That's what alpha is.
Hell yeah.
It's to stand firm in who you are, and you're alpha.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I think being an unmoored version of yourself is a lot more difficult than people are willing to admit.
Yeah.
And that when you can do it, it's a beautiful thing, and that's kind of like when you unlock the next stage of life.
Yeah. You want to have, I think you want to have a little bit of beta in you because you want to be persuasive to a point where when you're wrong, you want somebody to be able to go, hey man, nah, that ain't right. And then you go, okay. But even in that decision of saying, okay, that's alpha too. You see what I'm saying?
The only time I've ever had beta in me is when I was starving to death in a Petco.
Well, what?
Anybody? That's pretty good. I think it was pretty
He
good.
ate a fish, I think.
Yeah, beta fish. Japanese fighting fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or a young a twink paid him money to paid him food to make
What
love
the
to
fuck
his
is going
you're-
on here?
Confidently saying twink. I think we've gone off the rails a little bit, everybody. Thank you so much, Mr. Doc Bruce Willis, for coming on to our beautiful little podcast.
Doc Bruce Willis.
You're a delight.
You are a delight. Thank you for being here. But I just want to say one more thing on what you just said is it's not beta to evolve and to change. It's omega. But we're not omega bitches. We're alphas.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Hey man, Omega is too huge. I think.
What a time.
Human.
Is there anything you want to promote before we end the show? Is there anything that you want people to keep a lookout on? Maybe check out The Nucleus sometime soon?
You ready?
Yep.
Don't drink that wine. That's an NWA song. I always wanted to fuck it. Since y'all be calling me alcoholic, fuck you. You don't know me. I drink 2 glasses.
Yeah. He shakes because he's cold.
You need a sweater?
No, I'm good. Okay. Give it to your dog. Okay. You gonna put it on anyway.
You lucky gotta get out of here. Check out SOS VHS starring Doc Willis.
And when you're tired of that, check out Almost Alpha every Thursday on the 7X's channel and wherever else you find your podcast.
Keep it real, people.
Keep it real, peeps.